Welcome back to channel. Today, we're diving into the hidden world of rare coins, and specifically, the 1989 P Mint Mark quarter. Now, most people wouldn't look twice at a quarter from 1989, but some of these coins have hidden details that could make them worth big bucks. So if you've got some old change lying around, you might want to check out those quarters closely. Let's start with a quick background. The 1989 quarter was part of the Washington Quarter series, a design that's familiar to most of us. This coin has George Washington's portrait on the front, with liberty above his head, and in God we trust to his left. The back features the iconic American eagle. Over 512 million of these coins were minted in Philadelphia, so they aren't exactly rare. Or are they? What makes some of these 1989 P quarters stand out is a combination of rare errors and high-quality preservation. While most are only worth their face value, some unique factors could make a 1989 quarter worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So, what makes a 1989 P quarter valuable? One big factor is error coins. Error coins are essentially coins that left the mint with mistakes, and collectors love these because they're unique. Here are a few errors you should be on the lookout for. The first error to look for is a doubled die error, particularly on the obverse, or head side of the coin. With this error, you'll see doubled letters in Liberty, or even in God We Trust. This doubling is a result of a misalignment during the minting process, and it can be subtle, so grab a magnifying glass to check for it. Another common and valuable error is an off-center strike. This is when the image on the coin is not perfectly centered, leaving a portion of the design cut off. Coins with a 10 to 15% off-center strike are interesting, but if you find one that's 50% or more off-center, you've got a valuable coin on your hands. The clipped planchet error is where part of the coin's edge is missing, almost like it was clipped before the coin was fully minted. This error is rare and sought after by collectors. Finally, keep an eye out for die cracks or cuds, which are raised lines or blobs on the coin's surface caused by cracks or breaks in the die used to strike the coin. These errors are unique, and coins with significant die cracks or cuds can be worth a premium. Now, beyond errors, the condition of your 1989 P quarter plays a huge role in its value. Coin collectors use a system called grading to rate the quality of a coin. The highest grade, known as mint state, or MS, ranges from MS60 to MS70. Coins graded MS67 or above are extremely valuable, especially if they're free from major scratches, wear, or discoloration. To give you an idea, an MS68 graded 1989 P quarter could fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. If you think you have a high-quality coin, consider getting it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. Alright, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for, the value. So, how much is a rare or high-grade 1989 P quarter actually worth? For regular, circulated 1989 quarters, you're likely looking at only 25 cents in value. But if you find one with a rare error, or in an uncirculated, high-grade condition like MS68, these coins can sell for anywhere from $100 to over $1,000. Recently, a 1989 P quarter with a high grade of MS68 sold for around $500, while some with unusual errors have gone for even more. So, the next time you're sorting through your quarters, keep an eye out. You might have a little treasure on your hands. If you find anything interesting, it could be worth taking to a professional coin dealer or sending it off for grading. That small investment could pay off big if it turns out your quarter is one of the rare valuable ones. And that's all for today. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on rare and valuable coins. Who knows what treasures are hiding in your pocket change? Comment below if you think you might have a rare coin or if there's another coin you'd like us to cover. We're diving deep into the world of US quarters, specifically, quarters from 1889 to 2006 with the P Mint mark. Some of these coins can be worth far more than 25 cents, and you might even have one hiding in your pocket change right now. Now, if you're new to coin collecting, you might wonder, what's the significance of the P Mint mark? This letter stands for the Philadelphia Mint, where a majority of US coins are made. Philadelphia didn't start marking its coins with a P until 1942 for the wartime nickels, and it wasn't used on quarters until 1980. So any quarter from Philadelphia before 1980 won't have a P on it, but from 1980 onward, it's easy to spot. Let's start with some of the standout years between 1889 and 2006, particularly those coins with significant value due to rarity, errors, or special collector interest. Before the iconic Washington quarter, we had the Standing Liberty quarter, minted from 1916 to 1930. If you find one of these rare Philadelphia coins, especially from years like 1921 or 1923, you could be looking at thousands of dollars in value, especially in high grade. 1932 marked the debut of the Washington quarter, and while P mint mark wasn't on these yet, it's important because it was the first year of issue. Any high-grade 1932 Philadelphia quarters can fetch hundreds, sometimes even thousands, of dollars. In 1965, the U.S. Mint stopped making quarters with silver and began producing them with a copper nickel clad. This change might make it seem like 1965 quarters aren't valuable, but era coins from this year, like transitional silver quarters, can still bring in hundreds to thousands. Moving forward to 1982 and 1983, these are unique years because no official mint sets were made. High-quality quarters from these years are hard to find and can sell for $20, $30, or even more, depending on the grade. Fast forward to 1999, and we see the beginning of the state quarters program, which became a hit with collectors. Key P mint quarters from 1999 like Delaware, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey can bring in good value in top condition or if they have striking errors. One of the most famous errors in recent quarters comes from Wisconsin quarters minted in 2004. Look for the extra leaf variety on the reverse side. There's a high leaf and low leaf version. Either can be worth hundreds of dollars in great condition. So, what makes some of these quarters so valuable? Here are some key factors to keep in mind when you're looking through your collection or checking your change. The better the condition, the higher the value. Coins in mint state or proof condition, meaning they have no wear, can fetch top prices. Minting mistakes can be worth big bucks. Look for double dyes, off-center strikes, or other unusual features. Certain years are harder to find, and those can add value. We mentioned a few, like 1982 and 1983, but always check collector guides for more info. Some quarters, especially from the state quarters program, are highly collectible. The more popular the coin, the more people are willing to pay for it. Once you find a promising quarter, it's essential to handle it carefully. Use gloves if possible, and avoid touching the surface to prevent fingerprints or scratches. Store your coins in protective cases or holders to preserve their value over time. And if you think you have a rare quarter, consider getting it professionally graded to authenticate its condition and boost its value. Alright, treasure hunters, that's a wrap. Keep an eye out for those quarters with the P mint mark, and who knows, you might just stumble upon a hidden gem worth way more than its face value. Don't forget to subscribe for more coin collecting tips and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. We're diving into the 2021 D Mint Mark quarter dollar. This coin might seem ordinary, but under the right circumstances, it could be worth a lot more than just 25 cents. Stick around to find out if the quarter in your pocket could make you some serious money. First, let's get into a bit of background. The D Mint mark on the 2021 quarter stands for the Denver Mint, one of the main mints in the U.S. responsible for producing our coins. In 2021, the U.S. Mint continued its series of quarters featuring significant American landmarks, with some special designs that collectors were particularly excited about. But what makes this coin different from a typical quarter? To understand its potential value, let's take a look at what collectors are looking for in these quarters. Here are a few factors that make certain 2021 quarters far more valuable than others. 1. Coin collectors, or numismatists, prize coins in mint state condition. If your quarter has sharp details, no scratches, and a lustrous finish, it could be graded higher, and that means more value. Coins rated MS65 or higher by grading companies like PCGS or NGC tend to sell for higher prices. 2. The real hidden treasures are often error coins. For example, some 2021 quarters have misstrikes, doubling on letters or numbers, or unusual marks from the minting process. These errors make the coin unique and highly sought after by collectors. Collectors are always on the lookout for these one-of-a-kind errors. Even a small misstrike can boost the value of a 2021 D quarter from just a quarter to hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. So, what kind of value are we talking about here? Well, high-grade, error-free 2021 D quarters have sold for anywhere from $50 to $500 or more, depending on their rarity and condition. But coins with unique mint errors? They're even more valuable. There are reports of certain 2021 D quarters selling for upwards of $1,000 when they feature major errors, especially if they're in mint state condition. Now, the big question: how can you tell if your 2021 D quarter is worth more than face value? Here's a quick checklist. 1. Use a magnifying glass to examine the coin closely. Look for any signs of doubling, cracks, or off-center features. 2. Look at the overall quality of the coin. The closer it is to mint state without scratches or wear, the better. 3. If you think your coin is in excellent condition, consider sending it to a professional grading service. They'll evaluate it and give it an official grade, which can increase its value when you sell it. Once you've determined if your quarter is potentially valuable, you'll want to sell it through the right channels. Online auction sites like eBay, coin collecting forums, and specialized auction houses are great places to connect with serious buyers who are willing to pay top dollar. Remember, always get your coin appraised before selling. Sometimes, even small errors can make a big difference in value. So, there you have it. The 2021 D Mint Mark quarter dollar might just be worth a lot more than you think. Be sure to check your change, and don't let a rare coin slip through your fingers. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin content, and let us know in the comments if you've found any valuable coins in your collection. We're diving into the fascinating world of US quarters, specifically, those minted from 1788 to 2000 with the P Mint mark. These coins can be worth way more than their face value, and you might even have one hiding in your pocket change right now. Let's start with some background. The P Mint mark on US coins stands for the Philadelphia Mint, which was the first official mint of the United States, founded back in 1792. But it wasn't until 1980 that the Philadelphia Mint started using the P Mint mark on its quarters regularly. This detail is crucial because coins without a P Mint mark before 1980 might look ordinary but could actually be rarer than you'd expect. So, what makes a quarter with the P Mint mark valuable? There are a few main factors: rarity, condition, and errors. Older quarters, especially those from special series like the Bicentennial Quarter in 1976, or rare state quarters from the early state quarter program, can fetch a premium if they're in mint condition. Some collectors pay hundreds or even thousands for the right coin. Condition is everything. Coins graded as MS65 or higher by organizations like the PCGS are typically worth the most. Quarters in uncirculated condition with their full details preserved are extremely sought after. Here's where it gets really exciting. Some of the most valuable P Mint mark quarters are errors. Errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or even coins missing their clad layer are incredibly valuable. For example, a 1999 P Delaware State quarter with a double die error sold for thousands of dollars. Now, let's look at a few specific P Mint mark quarters that could be worth serious money. This one kicked off the state quarters program with a bang. Some versions of this coin show a doubling in Caesar Rodney's horse's legs, making them worth up to $2,000 in high grades. A rare double-struck error on this coin can make it worth hundreds or more. This year, they skipped the mint mark, so finding a 1982 P quarter in top condition is rare and highly valuable. The dual date of 1776 to 1976 makes this quarter iconic. In mint condition or with error varieties, these coins can fetch much more than face value. Want to know if your quarter is valuable? Here are a few quick tips. 1. Look for quarters from key years like 1982, 1999, and 2000. 2. Make sure it has the P Mint mark and research any known errors from that year. 3. Look closely for doubling, misprints, or odd coloration. 4. If it looks nearly uncirculated or uncirculated, it's more likely to be worth grading. So there you have it, some P Mint mark quarters that might just make you a small fortune. Be sure to check your collection, because even modern quarters can have surprising value. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest videos on coin collecting. We're diving into the fascinating world of US quarter dollars, focusing on a range of coins from 1788 all the way up to 1999 with that special D mint mark. Some of these quarters are worth far more than just 25 cents, some are worth hundreds, even thousands, of dollars to collectors. So stick around if you want to learn how to spot valuable quarters in your collection and see which ones could potentially bring you a big payday. First things first, let's talk about what the D mint mark actually means. Coins with the D mint mark were minted in Denver, Colorado, starting in 1906. Over the years, Denver minted quarters have gained a reputation among collectors, especially when it comes to certain rare dates, eras, and varieties. If you find one, it could mean big money, but it really depends on the coin's year, condition, and unique features. Alright, let's jump into some of the top D mint quarters that can bring you big money. We'll cover a few key years to look out for, including the rare eras and valuable varieties that make collectors go wild. One of the most famous quarters is the 1932 D Washington quarter. It's one of the lowest minted quarters in U.S. history, with only about 436,800 produced. If you have one in great condition, this quarter alone could be worth thousands of dollars. Even in circulated condition, it's highly sought after. Next up is the 1950 D quarter. While not as rare as the 1932 D, the 1950 D in higher grades, especially uncirculated, can be worth a nice amount. Collectors love these early quarters, particularly if they show minimal wear. The 1964 D is another one that might surprise you. This quarter is made of 90% silver, so it has intrinsic value based on silver content alone. In high grades, these quarters can sell for a premium because they're one of the last silver quarters produced. The 1970 D quarter is famous among collectors for its rare small variety of errors. There's a version of this coin that was mistakenly printed on a 1941 Canadian quarter, creating an extremely rare and valuable error coin. Keep an eye out for this one. A 1983 D quarter in exceptional condition is also quite valuable because it was a high wear year. Many of these were heavily circulated, so finding one in pristine shape is rare and desirable to collectors. Then we have the 1999 D State Quarters. This was the first year of the State Quarters program, and coins from this year are in high demand, especially if you have an uncirculated set or one in very high condition. Now that we know some of the key dates to look for, let's talk about how to identify if your coin has real value. You'll want to examine your quarter's year, mint mark, condition, and any unique characteristics. Look for high detail on Washington's hair, clear lettering, and minimal scratches or dings. Also, check the edges and rims for any errors or doubling. If your quarter has all of these, it could be worth much more than face value. Errors can add serious value to your quarter. Here are a few key errors to watch for on D mint quarters. Check for doubled images, especially on dates or letters. These make the coin look misaligned, and collectors love them. This error occurs when part of the coin is missing due to an error in the blanking process. Like the 1970 D quarter struck on a Canadian planchet. These are extremely rare and valuable. Wondering how much your coin might be worth? The value of a quarter can depend on its grade and market demand. Coins that have been graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC can fetch much higher prices. And remember, certain years and eras are in high demand. So if you have one of these coins, it's worth getting it checked by a pro or checking auction prices. And there you have it, a quick guide to valuable quarters with the D mint mark. These coins may look like ordinary change, but with the right date, condition, or error, they could be worth a small fortune. So next time you're sorting through your change, be sure to check those quarters carefully. You might just strike gold, or silver. In this case, if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos on rare coins, currency collecting tips, and how you can find valuable coins in everyday change. Let me know in the comments if you have any special quarters or if you're hoping to find one of these rare coins soon. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins to uncover the secrets behind a coin that might be hiding in your pocket change, the 1996p Mint Mark quarter. It may look like just an ordinary quarter, but certain versions of this coin can actually be worth a lot of money. So stick around to find out if you have a valuable treasure in your hands. The 1996 quarter is a part of the Washington Quarter series, which was minted in Philadelphia. You'll notice the P Mint mark on the front of the coin, right next to President George Washington's portrait. Over 925 million quarters were produced in Philadelphia that year. But don't let that number fool you, some rare examples can still be worth way more than 25 cents. So, what exactly makes certain 1996p quarters valuable? One key factor is coin errors. Coins are sometimes struck with imperfections during the minting process, and these error coins are highly sought after by collectors. Some of the most valuable error types for the 1996p quarter include: look for doubling on the letters, numbers, or even on Washington's face. This error can make the coin worth hundreds of dollars. If the design of your quarter isn't perfectly centered, you might have an off-center error. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable it can be. This happens when part of the coin's edge appears to be missing due to an error in the planchet, or blank metal disc. Look for cracks on the coin's surface or lumps on the edge. These flaws also increase the coin's value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor all the way to mint state. The higher the grade, the better the condition and the more a collector might be willing to pay. A 1996p quarter in near-perfect condition, especially with an error, can fetch a high price at auction or from collectors. So, how much can a 1996p Mint Mark quarter be worth? In circulated condition, most are only worth face value. But if you have one of those rare error coins, or a coin in pristine mint state, the value could jump significantly. For example, these can sell for anywhere from $50 to $500, depending on the strength of the doubling and overall grade. These errors can go for around $30 to $200 based on how severe the error is and the coin's condition. A regular 1996p quarter in near-perfect mint state can still be worth $10 to $30 to the right collector. Wondering if you have a valuable 1996p quarter? Here's how to check. 1. Use a magnifying glass to inspect for doubling, off-center strikes, or other unusual marks. 2. Check for scratches or wear, which can affect value. If you think your coin is in exceptional shape, consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. 3. Check auction sites and coin forums to see what similar coins have sold for recently. So, the next time you come across a 1996p quarter, take a closer look. While most may be worth just 25 cents, a rare error or high-grade example could be a valuable find. If you're into coin collecting, this is one of those coins that's definitely worth searching for. Thanks for tuning into channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating coin facts and valuable tips. We're diving into the world of rare and valuable P Mint Mark quarters, spanning from 1912 to 2008. Did you know some of these coins are worth far more than 25 cents? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just be inspired to check your change jar. The P Mint Mark stands for Philadelphia, which is one of the oldest mints in the United States, dating back to 1792. Philadelphia is known for producing large quantities of coins, but not all of them are created equal. Certain P Mint Mark quarters from 1912 to 2008 have rare qualities, errors, or high-grade conditions that make them incredibly valuable. Let's start with some of the earliest P Mint Mark quarters that collectors seek out. Quarters from this time period are special because of their silver content. Quarters made before 1965 are 90% silver. This alone can make them more valuable, but some dates stand out due to their rarity or unique errors. Here are a few key examples. This first-year issue can be worth hundreds or even thousands in higher grades. Watch out for full-head versions, which are even more valuable. 1932 was the first year of the Washington Quarter series. This coin is rare in high grades and can bring in big bucks. The last year that quarters were struck in 90% silver. Even in circulated condition, it has intrinsic value due to its silver content. Moving into the 1970s, one standout is the 1976 bicentennial quarter. If you have a proof or uncirculated version of this quarter, it could be worth several dollars or more. But even regular strikes can be collectible, especially in high condition with a bright, unblemished surface. Collectors love high-grade coins, and the 1970 p quarter in mint state can reach surprising values at auction. Now, let's talk about errors. P-mint mark quarters from the 1980s to the early 2000s have some valuable misprints and varieties that are worth a lot. Keep an eye out for these. This popular error has a die crack that makes it look like the eagle is spitting. These can be worth a significant premium. This state quarter has an extra leaf on the reverse side, and it's worth checking for because this variety can bring in hundreds of dollars. Another famous error: this quarter has additional tree impressions on the reverse side and can be worth much more than face value. The condition, or grade, of your quarter can significantly impact its value. Coins in higher mint states, such as MS-65 or MS-67, often command higher prices. If your P-mint mark quarter looks flawless with sharp details, consider getting it graded by a professional service. The investment could pay off. So, what should you do if you find an interesting P-mint mark quarter? Here are some quick tips. Look up the quarter's date to see if it's a known key date or variety. Avoid cleaning your coins, as this can reduce their value. Keep them in protective cases if they appear valuable. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this treasure hunt into P-mint mark quarters from 1912 to 2008. Who knows? Maybe you have a rare one in your pocket right now. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin videos, and let us know in the comments about any special finds in your collection. We're talking about the 1995 D mint mark Washington quarter and what makes it so valuable. Stick around to find out if you could be holding onto a rare and valuable piece of U.S. coin history. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American currency since 1932. But not every quarter is just worth 25 cents. Certain details, errors, and conditions can turn a common coin into a valuable collector's item. Let's explore why collectors pay big money for some 1995 D quarters. So, what makes a quarter like the 1995 D special? The D mint mark, located just below the eagle on the reverse side, stands for the Denver Mint, where it was produced. For a coin to be valuable, collectors often look at three main factors: rarity, condition, and unique errors or varieties. The 1995 D quarter isn't rare in the sense of production numbers. In fact, millions were minted. But because so many of these were heavily circulated, high-quality versions of this coin are actually harder to come by. Coin condition is key. Quarters that have stayed in great condition, known as mint state or uncirculated, are the ones that collectors want. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with MS-65 and above being highly desirable. A 1995 D quarter in MS-65 condition can fetch prices much higher than face value, sometimes up to $30 to $50 or more. Then, there are the error coins. If you come across a 1995 D quarter with errors, like a doubled die, which means certain features appear doubled, or an off-center strike, these can significantly increase its value. Some error coins have sold for hundreds of dollars at auction. If you want to find these errors, take a close look at areas like Washington's face, the letters, and the date. Errors like doubling or any unusual misalignment could mean you've got a valuable coin. So, you've checked your 1995 D quarter and think it might be valuable. Now what? Look into getting it professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. This will confirm its grade and increase buyer confidence. You can list it on auction sites like eBay or work with reputable coin dealers. Remember, not every quarter will be a hidden treasure, but checking your change could pay off. Be sure to subscribe for more videos on valuable coins, and let us know in the comments if you've found any rare coins yourself. We're diving into an exciting topic for all you coin collectors and treasure hunters out there: the 2015 P-mint mark $quarter coin, and how much it might be worth today. From unique errors to high-quality examples, some of these coins could be worth far more than their face value. Let's start with a bit of background. The 2015 quarter was issued by the U.S. Mint as part of the America the Beautiful series. There were several designs this year, including quarters that featured images of sites like Kisatchie National Forest, Homestead National Monument, and more. These coins were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, marked by the PUC under the motto on the obverse side. So, what makes this coin valuable? While most 2015 quarters are only worth their face value, certain factors can make them far more valuable. Let's go through a few key points that could mean your 2015 P quarter is worth much more than 25 cents. The first thing that can increase the value is if your coin has any errors or varieties. These are accidental imperfections that happen during the minting process, and they can make a coin incredibly rare. Some examples include doubled dies, where parts of the design appear doubled, or off-center strikes, where the image isn't perfectly aligned. Coins with errors can sell for hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars at auction. Another factor that could make your 2015 P quarter worth more is the grade, or the condition of the coin. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers meaning better condition. Coins graded as mint state, MS, 65 or higher can be valuable, especially if they show very few signs of wear or damage. A 2015 quarter in perfect mint state can sell for a premium price among collectors. Another interesting aspect of the 2015 quarter is its design. The America the Beautiful series features unique designs from different states and national landmarks, which appeals to a lot of collectors. Some of these designs are rarer or more desirable, adding an extra level of collectability. Now, you might be wondering how much are these quarters actually worth? Well, let's break down a few price ranges. If your 2015 P quarter is in circulated condition with no special characteristics, it's likely only worth face value about 25 cents. If you have a high-grade quarter, maybe MS 65 or higher, you might see values ranging from $5 to $20. But if you find a rare error coin, like a double die or off-center strike, you could be looking at values upwards of $100, depending on the rarity and demand. So, if you have a 2015 P quarter in your collection, it's worth taking a close look. Grab a magnifying glass, or even better, take it to a professional grading service if you think you've got something special. It could be a hidden gem. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to channel for more coin collecting tips and valuable coin finds. And let me know in the comments, have you ever found a valuable quarter? I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, happy hunting!